Good morning from Magic Kingdom. Today is our first day in Disney World and we are starting it off with a bang. A full day at Magic Kingdom. And the big question today is, can you ride all the rides in one day? Like every single one? We are going to find out. We have ambitious plans to ride as many rides as we can today. We have a strategy, we have a plan, and we're sharing it with you. We are also ranking the rides as we go and we'll summarize everything at the end. So if you want to pick up some strategies on how to have a fun, jam-packed Disney day, see what rides are most worth your time, or just have a fun day with us at Magic Kingdom, then keep on watching. I must say it's foggier than a sauna out this morning. It's about 8 a.m. We are here for early entry at 8:30 since we are staying at a Disney hotel. They are letting us onto Main Street before the early entry rope drop at 8:30. We were hoping to take some photos with less crowds on Main Street and in front of the castle, but the fog is creating a less than desirable backdrop. So for our plan this morning, we bought Genie Plus and made our first reservation for Winnie the Pooh at 9:30 a.m. We also bought an a la carte lightning lane for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at 10 a.m. During early entry, we are hoping to get a few pictures in, ride Peter Pan's flight, which is a lightning lane, but we want to see the queue, which you don't get to go through if you use lightning lanes. We are also hoping to get Space Mountain done. Early entry rides are from 8:30 to 9, so let's go. Peter Pan's flight was so cute, and the queue with the interactive bells, portraits of the family members was so fun to see. I'd give the ride a 9 out of 10. It gets a lot of points for cuteness and being just a pleasant ride that makes you smile. Good for the whole family. Space Mountain, 8 out of 10. It's a roller coaster in the dark. You can't see the turns and drops coming, so they always catch you by surprise. Winnie the Pooh was a solid 9 out of 10. So cute riding around in the honey pots and meeting all the characters. Winnie the Pooh is such a childhood favorite of mine, so being on the ride just warmed my heart. So, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was not what I was expecting. I'd rank it a 6 out of 10. It's a short ride, only a few minutes. The cute factor with scenes from the movies was so quick, and there wasn't a ton of thrill to it. I don't think it's worth the long standby wait time in my opinion. It might be worth it to pay for a la carte lightning lanes if you've never ridden it before. We are heading to grab some breakfast. I'm going to put all the food and our reviews of it in another video, so be sure to check that one out. We have a reservation for It's a Small World at 11 a.m. and as soon as we check into that, we'll book our next. I'm going to give It's a Small World probably a little bit higher rating than some might. For me, it's a 9 out of 10. I think it's iconic. It was part of the World's Fair. The details on the clothing for the figurines is so amazing. It's so colorful. I think it's a classic and a must. Barnstormer, 7 out of 10. Fun with just enough dips and turns to want to throw your hands up. It's an enjoyable, quick roller coaster that usually doesn't have that long of a line. Our next fast pass is at 1:30 p.m. for Buzz Lightyear. So we are going to go grab some lunch and maybe throw in a quick show before we head over there. We were able to squeeze in the Enchanted Tiki room before heading over to Buzz Lightyear. Enchanted Tiki room is a 10 out of 10 for me. Part of it is nostalgia. It's the one I remember from going to Disney when I was in elementary school. It's just so much fun and upbeat. If you're like me, you'll leave the theater dancing and singing. For Buzz Lightyear, 9 out of 10. It's a game rolled up in a ride. What's not to love? Throw in some fun competition, and it's a blast. For our next reservation, we invoked the 2-hour rule. We have Big Thunder for 4 p.m. A few rides for lightning lanes have booked up, including Jungle Cruise and Splash. We have extended evening hours tonight since we are staying at one of the deluxe hotels. So there should be less crowds then, and we should be able to do those then. For now, we are going to do some of the attractions and shows that don't usually have a wait and or don't use lightning lanes. Carousel of Progress is a 9 out of 10 for me. Once again, maybe a little bit higher than some may rank it, but this show motivates me. This song with its beautiful message that there's a great big beautiful tomorrow is so amazing and sums up Walt and Disney World so perfectly. For me, a trip to Walt Disney World and Magic Kingdom isn't complete without riding this ride. Hall of Presidents, kind of like the Carousel of Progress, it's a 9 out of 10 for me. This one pulls at my heartstrings. Hearing about the start of the United States and its course throughout history gets me thinking and choked up and wanting to contribute to the future. It's time for our lightning lane, Big Thunder. That was so much fun. 10 out of 10 for sure. This hands down has been my favorite, and I think it will be my favorite throughout the day. Let me know in the comments what your favorite ride is at Magic Kingdom. This one is definitely mine. We have our next lightning lane for Pirates at 7 p.m. It's about 4:30 now. We have dinner reservations at 5, so I think we're going to go see Country Bear Jamboree and then head over to dinner. Country Bear Jamboree, 7 out of 10. It's a unique, funny, kind of hokey show, good for getting some good air conditioning and clapping your hands along to the music. It's a good time. Mickey's PhilharMagic is so much fun. Being taken through so many iconic movies, the show just lifts your spirits. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride that started the movies. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It's a little dark, a little bit more moody than other rides at Magic Kingdom, but fun. And you can see how many times you can spot Jack Sparrow. It's about 7:45, so we are going to head over to grab a spot for the fireworks. We got a reservation for the Little Mermaid afterwards. For the Little Mermaid, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. There are so many catchy songs in the Little Mermaid, and the ride lets you experience them all. You really feel like you are inside the movie. Splash Mountain, the classic log flume ride done Disney style. Getting to see Cinderella's castle from the top and crashing down into Briar Patch is so much fun. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Is it seriously closed? We just checked online and it does look like Jungle Cruise doesn't stay open for extended evening hours. Just a note for you guys, always check with the website. Make sure you know what's going to be open for your early entry and extended evening hours. Just a little interruption. We actually got to come back to see Jungle Cruise on a different night, and I'm so glad we did. It's a 10 out of 10. For sure. This was an opening day attraction and it's so iconic. If you come during the holidays like us, it gets transformed into Jingle Cruise. Haunted Mansion isn't my favorite ride. It's a 7 out of 10 for me. I'm not a fan of scary rides or haunted themes. It does have a ton of classic Imagineering and innovation, but I always want that cozy, uplifting vibe from Disney, and this just isn't that vibe. Astro Orbiter for me is an 8 out of 10. I think to be able to see the castle all lit up and just feel like you're flying above Walt Disney World is so much fun. This was our last ride of the evening, and such a fun way to end. Just a low-key, beautiful carousel ride. 6 out of 10. All in all, combining rides and shows, we rode and saw a total of 19 attractions in one day. Pretty good. I'll put up my summary of ride reviews here. Ride ratings are always subjective, and mine honestly differ sometimes on my mood. I'm sure you may have a very different rating. Let me know in the comments below. I think my takeaways are definitely consult the website for which rides will be open during early and extended evening hours, because it's not everything. One thing we also didn't do too well was prioritize rides that ran out of reservations, like Splash and Jungle Cruise. We were able to make some of that up during extended evening hours. If you want more information on Genie Plus, check out our Genie Plus video where I break it down. And if you want to know all about the yummy food at Magic Kingdom, check out my food video. I loved spending the day with you. I would love to hear how you would rank the rides in the comments below. Next up, we are going to be heading to Hollywood Studios. So hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss it. And if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. We will see you real soon.